Oscar Bevis, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast here in London. Lovely Clarendon Hotel in Greenwich, joined by my old mate, Masha Dodd. How are you?
Oh, very well, Oscar. Thanks, mate. And I like that, yeah. We are muckers, aren't we, mate? I love it. I'm very well, mate. Very happy, very excited. And, just loads of good things happening, like you've just witnessed then, coming up the into the hotel. And throws that card there, Stocks. And we've just been given these here. So we've just been given this, but Geraldine. So a lovely lady, Geraldine, has just passed us these on. And it says on the back, thank you for your kindness. Look at that. Thank you for your kindness. That's great, isn't it?
This is such a good story, by the way, because, pardon me.
Champion. To the champion.
To the champion, and
Yes.
right. So I've basically come into the hotel and you've been greeted by a woman who I presumed you'd known a long time, by the way. She was like, Sean.
Yeah.
But you met her yesterday, so if you just want to tell the story.
Yeah, it was yesterday. Was it yesterday, Stocks? It was? Last night. She was suffering with sciatica in her back and cramps and stuff, and she was in agony. She was really upset, crying, quite, couldn't leave her. Had to try and help her, and we did. We gave her a good hug, and we had a good chat, and I talked about the cold water therapy and what it can do for you, and I know it can help her because we've helped people with sciatica before, so it will. So yeah, we had a good chat, and she believed it all, and she could feel it. She was in with us on conversation. We spent a bit of time talking for a bit, and then we went to bed, and then we got up this morning and we got a little knock on our door, and she's only over the road. She's only literally like next door to us here. And she's come in and she said, listen, thank you so much for the time you gave me and the conversation. Talked a lot of philosophy to us, didn't she? And Stoffs there was writing a few bits down, which was great, isn't it? She was basically told us and said, follow your bliss and that will find your purpose. Once you find your purpose, follow your bliss and you'll find your purpose. Once you find your purpose, you will have unshakable happiness. Once you've got that unshakable happiness, he said, for your purpose, your only job then is to share it. Share your purpose. And you know what? We had a great chat with her, and I was like, wow, what a woman. So we've just come down the stairs then, mate, to meet you. And Sean, and there she was, our beautiful angel. With these cards, you know what I mean? Look, and she didn't even remember our name. Look, the champion and Adam. So she's got us. They're quite weighty as well. So there might be metal cards, you know what I mean? Bless her. It's like there's a badge.
Maybe she's put some dough in there. A little bit of wedge on top of the fight purse.
Oh, man, imagine. Don't mind you. It's good time now because we've weighed in, so we can go and eat. I'll use the money to go and buy her a little gift, isn't it? Go and buy her a little something. So. That was nice, just to see her sitting down now. I know she couldn't get up, could she? But she wasn't in pain. She'd been through a bad time. Her house had been robbed 3 times. And she's in this hotel now because her house has just caught fire. She was sitting there watching Saturday Night Live, Ant and Dex, and watching this little sunrise thing that she just bought. And next thing, 10 minutes later, the house in flames. She's fighting for her life, the kids, everything, it just all turned upside down, bless her. And here she is, here now with us, talking, to sharing her story with us, and helping each other and talking and just loving one another and just loving life, enjoying life, So good on her, and thanks very much.
Yeah, I love it. The Masha Dodd fan club, far and wide, mate, far and wide. So yeah, another fight week for yourself. What's this, fight number 25 or 26? Something like that. Yeah. Does the fight week buzz ever change for you? Because you've done this so many times. You've done it in your hometown. You've done it away from home. Does it ever change, or has it sort of been the same now for the last 3-4 years of your career?
No, good question that, mate. Because you know what, it has changed, hasn't it? Because I'm fighting away now, so I'm not at home, which I've done before in the past. But I'm with me mate, and normally I'd be on my own. And which I don't mind because we've just been having this conversation about misophonia, eating with your mouth open.
Is Is he bad for that then, is he?
Oh, the worst.
He said it. He said it.
The
He's doing, and I'm the worst for people eating like that. You know what I mean? Aren't I? So it's a great match. And you know what? We've had an absolute ball, mate. Honestly, we've been well looked after by the Sauerland, Cal Sauerland, my man, and Nisi as well, and Danny as well. The boys there, you know what I mean. We call him Danny Wasserman, don't we? But you know what? The whole team have looked after us from start to finish. Well, we ain't finished yet, but they've been looking after us. They've been very good with, you know, communication and anything you need or whatnot. The facilities we've been given are great. We've got, you know, our own chauffeur driver as well. You know, we couldn't, you know what? It is, and this is the difference as well, mate, because of the way I've been living my life. Like we spoke last time with Boxer Series for the Corey Gibbs fight. And where I'm at now is like, you know, there's an elevation, and there's growth from that day, or from the fight even, and I'm a completely different person again now, more stronger mentally and physically, more content within myself, and then, as you say, so we carried on doing our lifestyle with training and living like a monk, and we carried on doing our beach training and stuff, and getting the sparring in as well down the venture, and you know what, it's been great. The camp, I've done camp. I've never done a camp like this before, you know, Oscar. Honestly, I've never felt this good. I was at breakfast this morning. We had a bit of scam. I had some, what was them, melons, weren't they? I had a bit of fruit, and then they had some scrambled egg, a little bit of scrambled egg, some beans, some orange juice, coconut water, and then we've been fueling up now on a granola and stuff. But I had a bit of breakfast before weighing. And the weight, I was half a pound under on the scales as well. So feel great, mate. Do feel really good. Feel confident. Feel strong. Feel fresh. Yeah, I'm happy, mate. And say thanks to Stoff as well for coming down and being with me all through camp. Yeah, it's been good. It's been different. Definitely been different than prior. More enjoyable. Using the experience, you see, and that's what I'm hoping to tomorrow as well. It's all about experience, and if you've got the experience, use it. And like Miranda said, you'd always learn. You know. So I've learned through the past camps, and we've had a good time, haven't we? We've enjoyed it. It's been great. Yeah. So, yeah, mate, it has been a bit differently with preparations. Feeling so good about it, and there's no, you know, the weight is great, no problem, no struggle. Sponsors have been on. I've had great sponsors. All the sponsors have been on board. Boxed off. What's Amy and Lee? What's their company name? Can you think? I'll give them a little shout in a minute. But we've got a little team on board that have been helping us out with our sponsors, Lee and Amy. And they've been great with stocks as well, all working together as a proper little team. You know, I've got a proper team, man. And everybody's just doing what they like to do. And because they like what they're doing, it's great. It's all, everybody's doing their little bit that's making it happen. So, yeah, I'm happy that we've gone about things differently this time, but more enjoyable because it's still me life. So, yeah, great, mate.
Can I just say from my perspective, and obviously it is a question to you, but just from my perspective and seeing you, I think I've been at about 3 or 4 of your fights. It feels like, this is the first time I've seen you this week, but it feels like there's a masher there's no pressure on you. Not that there was before, but you're kind of just like pressure free and everything's just, let's enjoy it and not see what happens, because I know you're going to go in there tomorrow and you're going to try and win the fight. Yeah, but it's just one of them, it seems like there's no pressure about and there's no nerves and it's all enjoy it and let's see what happens kind of thing.
Yeah, spot on. And even saying then, let's see what happens, you know what I mean? Like, let's get in there and let's give it our best, give it our all and have fun. No pressure. I felt his pressure today at the weigh-in. I could feel him under that bit of pressure.
But there will, I suppose you could say that because there is pressure on someone who's been signed by Wasserman with the Eubank name as well. I mean, there probably is quite a lot of pressure in his head this week.
Yeah. And he's at home as well. No, he's not. Is he at home? But I thought he was a Londoner, you know what I mean? So I'm just pretending he's a Londoner and he's at home and I'm in his backyard. But he's there, you know what I mean? He's got a few people there with him, you know, a little crowd, and he's giving, being a bit noisy. So one of them was shouting, he's going down. I just said, Eubank's going down. And he didn't like it. I was like, come on. Just meaning stuff, the two of us just having it with them. So we're here, we're ready, we're game, mate. And we're, like you say, no pressure, no expectations other than me to go and enjoy myself and do what I can do and have fun. And you know what? Not just shock everybody, but shock myself as well. That's what I'm going to do.
In terms of him as a fighter now and talking sort of more technically about things and the fight tomorrow night, from what you've seen of him, what do you make of him? Obviously, like I said, he's got the Eubank name, so there's going to be a little bit more of pizzazz around him than a normal fighter, but a couple of good wins, shown some good stuff, so obviously a very talented young fighter.
Yes, very talented, very good kid, mate. You know, look, taking nothing from him. This is no easy fight. He's unbeaten. He looks great on the scales. I know he looks after himself. He lives the life. As you said, he's got the Eubank. He's got a lot of. He's highly talented, and he's dedicated, and he's got Adam Booth as well. You know, so and he's got Mick Conlon and that. They were there today. You know, the lad. So he's got good people around him who are in his ear and just sharing their experiences and stuff. So this is a proper fight, and I'm here, mate. Yeah, to see what I can do and do my best.
Obviously, you'll be focusing on tomorrow night, but just in terms of kind of you and your career, maybe even beyond. Like I said, tomorrow night is sort of the tunnel vision. But when we spoke before the Boxer series, you said this might be the last roll of the dice. Obviously, after that fight against Corey, we done another interview, and you said a bit pissed off with how it all went, but retirement's kind of on one shoulder, carrying on's on the other. What is kind of the Masha Dodd plan, if there is one? Is there something in the back of your mind that you're like, this is what I want to achieve from this segment of my career? Or is it just as we were saying before, see what happens? Because of the fights you've been in before, there will always be something for you in this sport.
NBC, baby. NBC, mate. Do you know what? I mean, what it is now, Oscar, is I understood or understand and have accepted that I am a fighter. I do enjoy fighting. I do enjoy it. It was just, and now I'm enjoying life. I wasn't enjoying life, so I wasn't enjoying anything that was in it. You know, like boxing and this and that. But now life is great. I'm enjoying life at its finest. I feel at my finest. And after it, now, like we say, I'll never retire. I'm going to keep on going to as far as much as I can.
I was going to say, is it one of them, you'll fight until your body gives up on you, which at the moment, the shape you're in and the way you're looking after yourself isn't going to be anytime soon.
Exactly, there you go, mate. So the body is, the questions were being asked from myself within lockdown, and that's why we had the retirements on one shoulder, should have carried on the other shoulder, undecided of what, working with the staff, doing the NBC, mind, body, code, and you know what? This is the lifestyle we live is it's fascinating. You know, it's next level. It's clean eating, clean living, nurturing this garden, and looking after this palace, and you know what? We are going to carry on doing what we're doing with the NBC, and training, and you know what, mate? Because I'm gonna perform tonight, tomorrow. I'm gonna perform. I'm gonna put on a show. I feel I'm gonna win. You know, it feels like I'm gonna win. So I feel confident enough to win. And we will see where we go from there. I'm not one of them now. I won't just jump at any fight or take any. I don't need to. I've done that in the past. I fought everybody that was put in front of me. Now it's a case of just what makes sense, and if it works well with our lifestyle, the NBC and what we're doing, and we'll do it. Do you know what I mean? If it makes sense, but it's not about the money. It's not about nothing. It's more about me achieving, you know, just something better. just being better within myself. Just me being able to go on the London O2 and fight live on Channel 5 and perform and just do it, because it wasn't so long ago that we'd spoke that time when I had none of this in my vision. None of this was even a thought or even an idea. It was nothing. Now it's like, who knows? Anything can happen. You know, I could end up going on for the world title. You don't know, do you? You literally don't know. So I'm just enjoying the moment, living in the present, staying in the moment each day, and then we just see where we go each time, mate. Yeah. So I'm not ruling nothing out, but I'm not guaranteeing anything either.
Well, it kind of links into the next question I was going to ask. So if you're looking, say there's people looking from the outside, right? Obviously, I work in boxing, and people who know boxing know you and the fights you've been in the past, what you've won, the shows you've been on, and whatnot. But say there's people from the outside, right, looking in, and maybe people watching tomorrow terrestrial TV will get a new audience, some who are not big into boxing. Yeah. They'll see a 37-year-old, and they might think, is this kind of an end of career sort of fight for someone? But I don't know, are you actually better placed now, even at 37, to win titles and succeed than you were when you had perhaps the Commonwealth title and when you were fighting on Matchroom shows? Are you better placed now, perhaps?
Well, within me, yeah. You know,
I suppose only you know as well if you were a better fighter then or now. That's something that...
Yeah, no, you're right, of course. And within myself, yeah, I feel a lot more better, more, you know, content, and, you know, stylistically as well. We've worked on a bit of stuff. I felt like a kid again, you see. So I remember being back in the gym and saying to the lads, you know, Trodden, and even Hazy, you know what I mean? I feel like a little kid again now, because we're doing a bit of pad work, and the work we've been doing gets me excited, because I'm learning new things and I'm doing things and we're trying things and they're watching them and they're saying, right, look, you know, looking for this and for that, and it's just, I'm dead excited, you know, with you know, overcoming this challenge, because that's all it is. It's a human challenge, it's a human test, and I've just got to see whether I can, you know, come through this test. And yeah, so that is what I've prepared for. I've prepared for anything and everything, and I'm hoping I've got what it takes to deal with it. But we'll only find out on the night. So you'll only know until it's happened.
Tomorrow night, obviously, talking theoretics, we have no idea. That's why boxing is a good sport. We have no idea what's going to go on in that ring. Fighters can lose in the first 10 seconds, win in the first 10 seconds. It can go all 12 rounds. Nobody actually knows. But if there is a scenario tomorrow night where you're standing on the ropes with, you know, a packed arena at the Indigo O2, screaming back at you after winning by knockout, what will that mean to you?
4th round stoppage, mate, innit?
Because I always see you as sort of a mystic guy. Now I feel like now you've said that, I feel like I've got to put money on it. Because I feel like if I didn't, it's going to happen.
Yeah. Just something going on with this number 4, yeah. So I keep things close to myself, yeah. But I'm sharing that one, yeah. I don't normally get going till about round 4 as well, so it's a crazy one, isn't it?
It's going to be the first proper shot you land of the fight then.
Yeah, possibly, yeah. Like, who knows? You know, it's like this is the beauty of it. So I'm looking forward to just getting in there, mate, and yeah, just getting at it and just seeing where we go with it all. What did you ask me then as well, Os?
Just what would it mean? Because obviously the way you've sort of changed your life and how much you've been through, and you come out the other side, if you were to be victorious tomorrow night with a fantastic performance, just kind of the Rocky scene, standing on the ropes and all that, cameras, people, just that sort of moment, what would that mean to you?
Do you know what? And it will mean, it'll mean everything to me, because it feels, with the help and support of all the sponsors and the family, friends, you know, it takes everybody to do that bit to get to somewhere, to get to something. But I wouldn't be here without myself, you know what I mean? So I owe this fight to myself, and I've never really give myself that, you know what I mean? I've always given it to somebody else. I've always sort of done it, and do you know what? I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this fight for me. This fight's for me to just because I was in lockdown on my own. and it's been lonely. So this is for me. So when I finish that fight and I stand on them ropes and I take it in, I'm gonna be like, thank you guys. Here I am. Here I am standing above all where I could have been, you know, dead and buried. So I'm here now, on top of the world, alive. And do you know what I'll be saying? Thank you. I'll be thanking everybody. Just thank you just for being there, watching me and supporting me and appreciating me. And that's all it is. I will be thankful for that, mate. I will. And also, I'm going to start saying how it is for people, isn't it? But my little lad, our little Brody, yeah, I owe him something, you know what I mean? And the lads as well, our Derry and Mason, and our little Dalton. I missed my boy's birthday, you know what I mean? I've missed the birthday, missed Easter, I've missed it all, you know what I mean? So, doing it for me is doing it for them. You know, they're my boys, so I'm doing it for me, doing it for them, doing it for the staff, I'm doing it for NBC.
Can we do what we said? Can we do what we said and panic?
Come on, mate, yeah. Here
Can we?
Show me, man. Get him on, lad.
And I've got the mic, so he can't even say anything. Look at that.
Here he is.
A picture of beauty. That's like the modern day Mona Lisa.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah. Like I said, just... I don't...
Yeah.
No, just... yeah.
Oscar didn't want to say.
But yeah, Masha, you know it's mate, all the love in the world. Good luck tomorrow night. And just really, really looking forward to it.
Oscar, thank you, mate, and iFilm TV and little Coogie there, the boys coming to our hotel and taking the time out, mate, to come here and speak to us in comfort as well. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate all the support from all the fans and people coming down to watch the boxing in the O2 as well. All my London family, and everybody from everywhere. Yeah, you know, be safe, be careful, and just have fun and enjoy yourself. And I hope that I put on the show you just want to see. Again, yeah, sponsors, thank you. Me mum, me dad, thank you. You know, everybody who chucked in for me medical money as well, all the family. And I want to personally thank the staff. I have to laugh because I'll cry more if I mention him because of what he's been there for me, you know what I mean? So, just want to thank everybody, mate. And his missus, she was a personal chef, you know what I mean? I had a personal chef there, which is Mrs. Verity. Thank you, everybody. Every little bit that everybody's done has been massive. Me mate, Scott Casey, looking after me dog. And the kids' Mars, looking after the kids, you know what I mean? You know, well done, nice one. Thank you, and all the best, everybody. Wish you well.
Welcome, Team Everlast, to the Team Everlast Fitness app. Download the Everlast Fitness app and find your greatness within.